The world today revolves around understanding the basic essentials of working in groups and individually. Despite the many individuals who prefer to be independent, it is difficult to go around without understanding the importance of working in groups. On the other hand, it is vital to not be too reliant on others as well. Although the world is made up of independent or dependent people, it is necessary to have a balance between these two traits. Developing equilibrium between independence and dependence allows us to fit in the community and grow individually as well. Among these two groups, I was a child who sought independence. Just like Chris McCandless from Jack Krakauer's Into the Wild. Chris McCandless believed in trying to survive in the wild without living amongst others. Just like him, I believed in wrapping my world around my thoughts and beliefs. Surprisingly, I was a self-reliant child in preschool, and then I didn't see the power of groups, but only saw the power in being self-sufficient. I lived in a quiet community in Colorado Springs where I attended preschool at the age of 4. So that would be me at 4. And every day my parents, they would tell me every time that they picked me up from preschool, they would always find me playing in sandbox by myself in my own little corner near school. And I did not ask others to become my friends, nor did they want to become my friends. But back then, I didn't see any reasoning in being friends with others that I didn't know. So I preferred living in my own mind. However, I began to realize the importance of being in groups. This realization came to me in kindergarten, which would be some of these kids in here. And this realization came to me in kindergarten after transitioning to elementary school. I was challenged with a difficult task of working with others. Even though the teacher let us pick who we worked with, I still tried to learn independently. So whenever we got assigned group projects, I just had to work in order to not get into trouble. Slowly, I transitioned into wanting to understand the power of groups. I started becoming aware about the power of groups because my new friends, David, Ashley, Emily, Jessica, and Lauren, had to brainstorm with me in order to develop successful products for each project. Through this experience, I got the chance to see the world in a different perspective. And instead of understanding ideas independently, I began to learn the power also coming from creating ideas as a team can be stronger than an independent mind. As a group, we made a product better than I planned myself. Since then, I've grown to understand the importance of balancing self-reliance and dependency. Although it seems necessary to work with others, it is still important to keep independent traits. Being independent is vital for speaking your own voice and defending your own opinions and handling situations on your own. In this situation, I learned this concept because I realized that each of us is somewhat independent because we need our own thoughts. Due to this realization, it led me to understand how powerful it is to be independent because the power from our individual thoughts must be combined in order to influence the power of groups. We lack the power without our thoughts, especially when our opinions come from leeching on other people's ideas. So from these moments in preschool and kindergarten, I have grown towards understanding the power in groups and balancing it out with being independent. Recently, I demonstrated this by doing a Model Yen meet in Fossil Ridge High School, and it was a four delegation meet, and the whole idea was to work with 4 others. And in this meet, I had to work in groups, but because we had to have the same ideas, because we were representing the same countries. However, we would be separated into 2 different delegations in which that we had to think independently in order to make reforms in our own rooms. So, overall, despite our preference of individuality as a child, I have learned the importance of working in groups and balancing between these 2 traits. We are all unique in our own ways, and being independent and dependent displays these traits. On a personal and perspective level, it is important to be independent. However, it remains vital to work in groups when it comes to combining ideas and working.